What are the benefits of using a canoe versus kayak for fishing? If you are trying to decide between a canoe and a kayak for your fishing adventures, you are not alone. Each option has its own set of benefits that can enhance your time on the water. Let's break down the differences to help you make an informed choice. First, let's talk about space and gear capacity. Canoes provide much more interior space compared to kayaks. This means you can carry a larger amount of fishing gear, such as multiple fishing rods, tackle boxes, and other essential equipment. If you plan on spending a long day fishing or need a variety of tackle, a canoe is a great option. Kayaks, while compact, limit how much gear you can bring, which might restrict your fishing options. Next, consider stability and seating position. Canoes are generally more stable in calm waters and offer a higher seating position. This elevated seat height gives you better visibility of fish-holding structures and makes casting easier. You can even stand or kneel, which is helpful for techniques like sight fishing in shallow waters. On the other hand, kayaks have a lower center of gravity, which can provide better stability in rough waters but limits your ability to move around freely. When it comes to movement and comfort, canoes allow for more flexibility. You can easily shift your position, which is important during long fishing sessions. In a kayak, you typically sit with your legs bent or extended forward, which can be less comfortable over time. Handling and maneuverability are also key factors. Kayaks are often easier to paddle solo and are more maneuverable in narrow or fast-moving streams. Their lower profile reduces wind resistance, making them easier to control in windy conditions. Canoes can be heavier and more challenging to paddle alone, especially in rough water. However, a solo canoe designed for the right conditions can perform well in many fishing scenarios. Lastly, let's consider exposure to the elements. Kayaks, especially sit-on-top models, provide some protection from waves and spray due to their enclosed cockpits. Canoes are open boats and more susceptible to taking on water from waves, which can be a disadvantage in rough conditions. Transporting your watercraft is another aspect to think about. Canoes are generally easier to transport using simple foam blocks on car roofs, while kayaks often requiring specific racks or carriers. This ease of transport can influence how often you get out fishing. In summary, canoes offer more space, better gear capacity, higher seating for improved visibility, and greater comfort for longer fishing trips. Kayaks provide better maneuverability, lower wind resistance, and some protection from water but limit gear capacity and movement. The choice between a canoe and a kayak depends on your fishing environment, the amount of gear you need, and your personal comfort preferences. For lake fishing and smaller streams where space and gear are priorities, a canoe is often the better choice. If you anticipate windy or rough conditions and prefer ease of solo paddling, a kayak may be the way to go.